reached the semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome, everyone, to Glendale, Arizona. This is the Verbo Fiesta Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff. The squad here today looking to put on a show. Taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semi-final collision. And he fields it inside the 15. Not much out of return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. The Nittany Lions offense comes on the field first today. To the air, it's Aller. Fires it to the wideout. Grab down the middle, it's Pena. He has first down yardage at the 46.
My gosh, this defense heard all week about stopping this receiver. If you're going to do anything to have a chance to win, you got to stop this guy. In the very first play of the game, first down and big yards.
One play already to the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job with it on this play.
Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. That's caught. It's Pena. That play enough for a first down. The offense set up at the 43. And the Nittany Lions are on the move here. Grabbed by the receiver. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. They bring him down, but this offense now in scoring position. First down from the 30.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
Off of RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Looking to chuck it again. Close to the tight end. He's got a man down the middle. Stopped short of the touchdown, but the offense is set up now first and goal. The Nittany Lions looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Tough running to avoid a loss that just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Now they come up second and goal from the 3. On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. Touchdown, Penn State, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. He's tackled at the 21 as the drive will start. Let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been managed, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
Now from the tight end. The offense will take their first time out of the half. The tuck strategy here. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. Now here he goes. At the 20. Inside the 10.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. And there's the point after. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going?
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
To bootleg here. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
One explosive play has set them up at the opponent's 40. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. Finding some room at the 25. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
And Nittany Lions come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. QB keeper all the way. He shreds the tackle. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. Scanning the field. It's Aller. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And they'll bring him down after a short gain. Moves the football inside the 5. Now comes the field goal unit. They'll set up for the chip shot on the left hash mark. Knocks that one right down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Offense makes its way on the field to get the drive started. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They'll want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Then the pocket delivers over the middle. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on 3rd down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Design quarterback run. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. Looking to throw here. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They make the stop, but the screen pass fools the defense enough to pick up 1st down yardage. Got a solid drive in the making here. 1st down at their own 43. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Pitch made on the left side. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down.
Nicely run slant here by the wide receiver. The footwork created just enough separation for the catch.
Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack. It's Penn State on top as we break for the quarter. And the 1st quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the 2nd? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Quarterback drops back. Looks toward the sideline. Finds the running back. He's swarmed by the defense.
Of course, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Short throw complete to the tight end. Make the stop. What? Good enough for a 1st down at the 29.
It's a good thing they pick up the 1st down here because it would have been interesting to see. They were kind of in that no man's area there. If they did not pick up the 1st down, would they have kicked the field goal or would they have gone for it? But here, it doesn't matter. Nice 1st down.
Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. 2nd down play now coming up. The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. Quick throw to his receiver. He's got it near the end zone. And the defense makes a saving tackle at the 2-yard line.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw. On target. 1st
First and goal for the offense. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Slides to avoid the big hit. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Second and goal for the offense. So with all-out pressure for it, the offense executes a long, winding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
And they'll set up with a PAT. The extra point makes it a 4-point game. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. On the ground, it's Singleton. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
Going to convert with a sneak.
Usually with a quarterback sneak, the worst thing that can happen is you get stopped for no gain. This guy's trying to make something happen that's not there, and he loses yardage on 3rd and inches. Now we got 4th down.
And they've got the returner corralled. Offense comes out to start this drive. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Blocked by the receiver. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34. Fresh set of downs for the offense after that 1st down completion. Single back takes the handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right. He shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face. A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking to scramble. Pass is incomplete, but there's a flag. This is a big call coming up. So that offensive penalty will be declined by the defense. They're happy to take the result of that play. It's 4th down, but no punting team. The offense is going to go for it. Looking for a receiver. Pressure is coming. They can't connect. It's a costly turnover on downs.
Well, Chris, there's crazy, then there's what we just saw. And I'm not sure what this head coach is thinking. Late in the game, trailing by a bunch, I get. But you've got time, way too early in this game, to go for it on 4th and a mile.
Dropping back, it's Aller. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job of taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game. So
now it's 3rd and short from the +2 25. They're in field goal range. Let's see what the call is. They're thinking about touchdown, of course. The Nittany Lions will line up on 1st and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Caught over the middle. It's Pena. Stopped after the catch at the 9, but it's 1st and goal now. The Nittany Lions looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. He keeps it on the design run.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup and put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Caught behind the line. It's Singleton. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now. They've moved it to the 3. Now it's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
We got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out, it's Claiborne. And the returner to be brought down. And the offense trots back out on the field again. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. And the first play of the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. And there's the handoff. Breaks into the clear. It's a nice game. They'll move the football up to the 27.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Offense comes up on 1st down in 13 personnel. This can create some problems for a defense. And then 1st down, right back to the running game. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Defense does a really nice job here being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Crucial 3rd down play coming up. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Receiver makes the grab. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
Completion good for 1st down yardage for this offense. The back's got it. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
1st and 10 now for the offense.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. The short completion of the tight end. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Boy, the defense had everything covered downfield. The quarterback tries to check it down, but how about the defensive speed to be able to sniff that out?
This will likely be the last play of the half. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Looking for the wide out. They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. Exciting, action-packed, enormous drama. Talk about a first half of football. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this third quarter.
And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Offense makes their way on the field. The passing game effective in the first half. Let's see if they keep it going or if the defense has made adjustments trying to protect the lead here. Breaks free. Got the first down and still motoring. They bring it down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
This is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
Breaks loose at the 40. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Second down play coming up. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Dropping back, it's Wheeler. Gets made on the left side. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
I thought the defense was in pretty good position there. They sat back and had good coverage, eyes on the quarterback, but you almost got to just give the quarterback and the receiver credit for being able to come up with that completion.
Man tackled after a small pickup there. Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Pass is tipped and falls incomplete. Someone got a hand up to deflect that one.
What a swat there by the defender. And if you think about it, if he swatted that ball and it fluttered into the air, he would have had himself a deflection and a pick.
With a second down incompletion, they have to convert here on third down and 8. Catch made on the right side. Big-time conversion to keep the drive going. First down now from the 30.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, especially on third down. Get him the ball.
They'll run it here. He muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line.
A nice RPO here by the offensive coordinator and a big gain by the back. Let's give credit to the quarterback. He saw that this defense was sitting back, worried about the pass, so instead of throwing it, he hands it off and some nice positive yards.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly. You got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
That kind of execution for a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point makes the lead 4. After putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Aller. He dumps it off to the tight end. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. But they don't connect. It's incomplete. And it brings up 4th down. Mendy Labs will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. Choosing to return the punt. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Offense ready to start this drive. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Dangerous play call here after that 5-yard penalty. An inside give now from the shotgun. And they'll get him down that time. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. They'll try to run for the 1st down. To be brought down to the 46, good enough for a 1st down.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Here comes a handoff. The pickup is 7 yards. Now 2nd and 3.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Chris, this is a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a run look is what opens this up eventually for the nice game.
A 3rd and 6. Back to throw again. Lets it go quickly. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver. Can they keep this drive going? It's 4th down and 6. Dropping back, it's Wheeler. Good throw to the left. He makes the grab. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. First and goal in the 9. Fresh set of downs. First and goal. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Second down and goal. Handoff inside, looking for the touchdown. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. They've gotten the ball down to the 3-yard line, but now it's third and goal. Out of the gun now on third down. He's got it right near the end zone. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
See if they can convert the point after. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. It'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job of the coverage team. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. The game moves the ball to the 39. It'll be first down. Ball handed off. Solid run. Tackled at the 45-yard line. Now it's second down here. Here comes the fourth quarter. Everything to play for here. Who is going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff? Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Back to throw. It's Allen. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down. Out of the gun now on third down. Makes the grab. It's Ross. Now play enough for a first down. The offense set up at the 43.
Hey, it's got to start somewhere. That's a nice conversion here on third down. You got a long way to go, but maybe a little momentum here. Let's see what they can do coming off that nice play.
It's a run to the left. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back, just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the fourth quarter.
A play action, looking to throw. The pass is incomplete. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. Caught in the backfield. It's Singleton.
Hey, the best thing that happens here, Chris, is he gets out of bounds. Gives the offense a chance to regroup, huddle up, make sure they have the right call here for this critical fourth down.
Makes it look easy.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. Coverage team brings down the return. Offense back out there trying to get something going. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play call? So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Going to hand this off. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Boy, this guy just keeps playing good football. He's like a bowling ball out there. Gets low pad support, running over top of defenders, just a gritty runner, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead here in the fourth quarter.
First down and 10 now. Looking to pass. It's Wheeler. Makes a quick catch. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
They're going to run it here. He's got room to run. He make the stop, but it's a big gain down to the 29.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
So the big chunk play has the offense already in field goal range with a fresh set of downs. Grinding away with a running game. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Important 2nd down play coming up. And now the handoff. As the first down is still going. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
And that's going to be a first down. And really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. That wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards.
Delay game. Offense.
Quarterback unaware of the play clock. That'll cost them 5. First down here for this offense. And he's got it again. That strong run defense, not much of a gain on the play. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Scanning the field. It's Wheeler. The pass rush closing in. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now. And the field goal unit coming on the field now. This is important. A chance to extend the lead deep here in the fourth quarter. And he's got it. No problem. And that will extend their lead even further.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. Any hopes of staying alive in a playoff depend on making a play, scoring, and scoring quickly here. It's desperation time. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. They'll look to throw it here on second down. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Touchdown, Penn State. They connect for 6. That score makes things a lot more interesting in the fourth quarter with a spot in the national championship game on the line.
This feels like a playoff game now. You can see it on the guys' faces. That was a momentum punch. Now the focus shifts to the opposition. Can they march down and answer, or will they wilt to the pressure?
Now they'll empty the backfield on this 2-point conversion. To throw, it's Allen. Looking for his big tight end. This is Clark. Could be an important 2-point conversion to get within a field goal here in the late stages. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work. And the offense makes its way onto the field, hoping for a successful drive. After a field goal the last time out, we'll see what they can get here. Quarterback now all alone in the backfield. First down, looking to throw the football. Catch made across the middle by the running back. They bring him down, but a solid game there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. The spot in the national championship game comes down to the final 2 minutes. Can the offense keep the football and bleed out the clock? They stop him, but it's a first down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Playoff games coming down to the final 2 minutes here. Offense looking to keep the football and secure the win. He's past the marker and still going. The freshman is brought down after a really solid run there. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And the offense will just take a knee. That's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play and be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship. That says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And now the stage is set for this season's ultimate college football game. We will see you at the national championship. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.